Hello, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to Love Reunion, where we talk about love, relationships, real talk, and real life situations. I am your host, a lovely cat, and thanks for tuning in on this wonderful Wednesday night. All right, you guys, I am back. I hope y'all listened to that introduction show for 2026 where we talking about, like I said, real life situations. So I hope you was able to tune in to that. Like we got a lot of topics to talk about in 2026. So I hope y'all ready. So like I said in my introduction show, we're gonna start off with the first segment, single life, y'all. Now single life is common now. Like back in the day, being single, it was like people look at you like, what's wrong with you? Why you ain't got no man? Why you ain't got no woman? It's something must be wrong with you when you can't keep nobody, right? So nowadays, being single is like the treasure. You know what I'm saying? You sit there and you say you single. It's like, okay. It's like a trend. Like everybody is I feel like the world now is waking up. You know what I'm saying? The world was full of toxicity and unhealed people where it was to a point where people was just being in relationships just to say they got somebody. Or at least I got a man, though. You know what I'm saying? Most women used to be like, at least I got a man. But is that man making you happy? Is that man adding value to you? Is that man bringing you peace? So it's like me, for instance, like I do real life situations and pros and cons. So today I'm gonna do a real life situation. You know what I'm saying? Because on my perspective, like I said, nowadays I will admit having somebody is a little glorified if you in a happy relationship. You know what I'm saying? You got the little one up. But if you in a relationship just to say you got somebody, something wrong with that. Like I said, in this world, it's two types of women in this world. I can only speak for the women, fellas. I'm sorry from my woman in perspective. But it's two types of women. We got the pick me women and we got the male center women, okay? The pick me woman always want attention, always showing pictures, always want, that male validation, okay? And the male center women, we have the women that they can't do nothing without a man. They can't function without a man. They need a man to be happy in their life. So I've been single for 6 years. You know what I'm saying? And people sometimes, when I say I've been single that long, they look at me, give me a little side eye, like, okay, what's wrong with her? But no, it's actually a flex for me because it's not hard to find someone. It's hard to find the right one. And I done got to a point where in my life that my peace is more important to deal with someone that's unhealed. And I gotta try to fix and try to convince to love me. No, I'm over that. If you can't come correct the first time, if you ain't healed, if you ain't got God in your life, if you ain't did the work, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how fine you is, how much you can provide, how much you can do that. That don't even matter to me. My peace and my value, if you can't add value to that, then I can be by myself. You know what I'm saying? And being single for 6 years, I've learned who I am as a person, what I tolerate, what brings me happiness, what brings me peace, what keeps me going, what keeps me driven. And you know what I'm saying? And as I was dating, I ran into different types of men, different types of unhealed men, different types of, varieties of men and how they carry themselves and handle themselves. But once I went through those things, I used to ask God, like, why am I keep meeting all these men that I gotta learn these lessons from and heal from and strengthen? But at the same time, it was a blessing in disguise because what I used for my dating and my bad relationships, I flipped it and turned it into motivation, turned it into inspiration, and is able to help others to prevent themselves from going through it. You know what I'm saying? On social media, I put my quotes of the day, I put little inspirational stuff, I try to uplift and have people understand that the only love that you're supposed to have in your life first is self-love. You can't love nobody if you don't love yourself. The first love comes from you. And I think a lot of people get that mixed up in life because they feel like they need love from somebody first in order to work on themselves next. But nah, it don't work like that. You got to be ready for somebody else to be ready for you. And that's why I said nowadays, I've seen that being single is common. It's more actually of inspiration because most people that's single, they're working on themselves. They're, you know what I'm saying, working on their confidence, discovering who they are before they trying to be serious with somebody. And then some people just like the peace. Some people just been through a lot of stuff, been through all that drama, don't want to be bothered no more. I used to be thinking like that, but now I'm like, I have worked on myself, inner, outer. It would be nice to have a companion, but at the same time, if God want me in this isolation single life, that's the way I'm gonna be for now. So being single is not actually a flex nowadays because I said there's a lot of unhealed, toxic people in this world that don't nobody want to be bothered with that. If they ain't healed and did the work, you know what I'm saying? Go find somebody else that's toxic at low self-esteem that wants somebody just to have somebody. It's plenty out here. But in the meantime, being single is a flex. Work on yourself, better yourself, and you will become the best version of yourself. So like I said, I thank y'all again for clicking that play button. I got more episodes to come. And like I said, we are on different platforms. Love Reunion now. We on Spotify, Amazon Music. Now I'm gonna put more stuff on YouTube, and we also on Spreaker. So any of these platforms, if you see my logo, type in Love Reunion, you'll see me pop up. So thanks again for tuning in to Love Reunion. Look forward to the new episodes. Have a wonderful Wednesday night.